He said that the last time, didn't she? Something to that effect.
Thanks, Aaron, for the thumbs up. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this evening's council meeting. Small crowd. Everybody's been here before, but if you haven't silenced your cell phones, please do. City Council agenda regular session, Monday, December 9th, 2024, 6 p.m. Anamosa Library and Learning Center, 1.0 roll call.
Here.
Here. Here. Weimer.
Here.
Dan Smith.
Here.
Here. All council members are present. As we move through the agenda, it'll be four favorable motions to, or four favorable votes to pass the motion. 2.0 Pledge of Allegiance.
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
3.0 Consent Agenda Review and Approve. There's three agenda items. I will read them off. Council can make a motion that includes consent, which will bring all three for a vote, or council can make a motion on any of the items. Item A, minutes from November 25th, 2024, regular session. Item B, current bills. Item C, liquor licenses.
Move to approve consent.
Thanks.
Motion by Rich, second by Teresa. Council, you now can, this opens the discussion for any of the three items. Is there any public comment? Gina, would you conduct a roll vote, please?
Smith. Yes. Tukin. Yes. Weimer.
Yes.
Dan Smith.
Yes.
Robert.
Yes.
Yes.
Consent motion passes. 4.0 public hearings, none. 5.0 proclamations, none. 6.0 postponed items, unfinished business. 6.1 review and approve pay request from Martin Garner Architecture in the amount of $7,500 for phase 2 of the downtown revitalization project.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion by Kay, second by Dan. Council discussion. Public comment. Gina, please.
Tukin. Yes. Weimer.
Yes.
Dan Smith.
Yes.
Robert.
Yes.
Trump.
Yes.
Yes.
Motion to approve carried. 6.2 review and approve pay request from ECOG in the amount of $3,750 for phase 2 of the downtown revitalization project.
Move to approve.
Second. Motion by Rich, second by Brooke. Council discussion. Public comment. Gina?
Weimer.
Yes.
Dan Smith.
Yes.
Robert.
Yes.
Trump.
Yes.
Smith. Yes. Tukin. Yes.
Motion to approve carried. 6.3 review and approve change order from Martin Garner Architecture in the amount of $71,805 deduct for phase 2 of the downtown revitalization project.
Move to approve.
Motion by Kay, second by Teresa. Council discussion.
So what all is involved in this deduction?
Derek Lumsden, Jones County Economic Development. So the main thing involved in there is the liquidated damages. So it actually three different items that we included in that, the 60 days being over project cost, the final Martin Gardner bill you just approved, and the overage. If you remember about a month ago, you approved an overage for EasyCog. We had that added in as well. So that all adds up to that 71,000 that Peak had taken out of the final pay application in order to close out the project.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Other questions, council? Public comment? Gina?
Anderson,
Yes.
Albert,
Yes.
Trump,
Yes.
Eastman. Yes. Tukin. Yes. Weimer.
Yes.
Motion to approve carried. Sure is nice to see that lump sum of the deduct in our billing. 6.4, review and approve pay request from Pete Construction in the amount of $110,638.07 final for phase 2 of the downtown revitalization project. Move to approve.
Second.
Motion by Brooke, second by Rich. Council discussion? Derek, this will bring the project to a close. All punch lists, all loose ends, everything.
With the
Tight.
exception of one warranty item, yes, it was marked officially done. When Bethany was here one time, she was here a couple weeks later and it had broken somehow. It was a piece of weather stripping. It got reordered. It will be put in, I think, this week. But it's counted as a warranty issue because it was marked done. The only other thing you guys should have after you approve this stuff, at your next meeting, we're hoping to have your final claim that you'll submit to the state to close out this project at their end.
Thank you for that. Also, anything further? Additions? Public comment? Gina, please.
Albert,
Yes.
Trump,
Yes.
Eastman. Yes. Tukin. Yes. Weimer,
Yes.
Dan Smith.
Yes.
Motion to approve carried. 6.5, ordinance 964, second reading. Rezoning the property entitled Lot 25, Anamosa Commercial Park, second edition in Anamosa, Iowa, from M1 light industrial to C2 arterial commercial.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion by Rich, second by Kay. Council discussion?
We had any comments from the public?
We've not.
Is there any public comment? Gina, please.
Trump,
Yes.
Smith. Yes. Tukin. Yes. Weimer,
Yes.
Dan Smith,
Yes.
Albert.
Yes. Motion to approve the second reading rezoning carried. There is a second leg on this, possible waiver of third reading. Hearing no motion, looks like we'll have the third reading on a future meeting agenda. 7.0 council action items. 7.1 project status update, HR Green.
Good evening, Melissa Clow with HR Green. Walking through the current project update. I wanted to touch on the Third Street sidewalk. We are beginning to study the potential school queuing issues resulting from the 4 to 3 lane conversion this week with video camera observation to begin, and to look at that traffic and how it queues up. So you'll be hearing more about that in the coming new year. We have also been working with the DOT to submit the concept statement and get the project rolling, and in the books with their process. So that has begun. Sidewalk program still on hold. Well, 7 sighting study. Nothing new on that one either. Water treatment plant disinfection. The contractor needs to complete a few final punch list items and the project's considered substantially complete at this time. The sewer in the alley between Ford and North Huber. The city attorney is to initiate eminent domain for any remaining properties who have not signed the agreement for temporary construction access, so that that project can be let this spring. We have subsequently been discussing the inclusion of the reconstruction of Cedar Street with that project. So that is ongoing at this time, and we'll have more information probably around the first meeting in January. City GIS cemetery mapping project work is ongoing, as well as GIS services with the maintenance of the database. Dillon Military Bridge. The final TAP application for funding is due on December 16th. So I'm working through that this week and continuing to look for additional funding sources. This is the TAP regional that we received for Third Street sidewalk last year. I will be submitting to TAP statewide, and then there's also state rec trails. That would be another potential for funding source for that project, and just see how much we can get, and hopefully then we can figure out if relocation or rehabilitation is an option. Then there is a new added project for the sanitary sewer rehab near Elm and Hickory Street. That site survey has been completed, and we're continuing to work towards the 50% deliverable project by the middle of this month. Are there any questions?
On the video queuing for the 4-lane to 3-lane, is that something that will be available to us to look at, or is that just something that you folks do internal?
As far as I'm aware, it's a transportation item. So as far as I'm aware, that's something that we look at, but I can ask Brian and see what can be made available with our final report and everything that comes out of that.
Thank you.
Just out of curiosity on the sewer in between Ford and Huber. How many properties are we talking about?
We've had a couple come in just over the last month or maybe a little longer. I want to say maybe 6 or 8.
That were still outstanding?
Yeah, and they're all, I want to say with the exception of one, they're all just temporary easements. Kind of silly, but
Okay.
Melissa, thanks for that report.
Thank you.
7.2, resolution 2024-72. Setting the date for the public hearing, discuss an application for downtown revitalization funds for the Iowa Economic Development Authority for phase 3 of the downtown facade revitalization project.
I'll make a motion to set the public hearing for December 23rd, 2024.
Second.
Motion by Rich, second by Todd. Council, any discussion? Any public comment on the motion? Gina, please.
Dave Smith,
Yes.
Tukin,
Yes.
Weimer,
Yes.
Dan Smith,
Yes.
John Bert,
Yes.
Yes.
Motion to approve carried. 7.3, resolution 2024-73. Approving and setting the date for the first regular city council meeting in calendar year 2025.
I just have one correction on this. It was brought to my attention. The agenda is correct. The resolution itself, under the now therefore be it resolved, said December 23rd, 2024. I have corrected that and corrected it in the council packet. It should read December 23rd, 2025. I'm sorry, wrong one. January 13th of 2024 should read January 13th of 2025.
I'll move to set the first meeting for council on January 13th of 2025.
Second.
Motion by Todd, second by Rich. Council discussion. Public comment. Nina?
Tukin,
Yes.
Weimer,
Yes.
Dan Smith,
Yes.
Bamber,
Yes.
Crump,
Yes.
Kate Smith. Yes.
Motion to approve, carried. 7.4, review and approve consent agenda. Pay requests totaling $2,829.53. Again, there's 3 items listed. I will read all 3. Council can make a motion that includes consent, which will bring all 3 up for discussion. Or council can make a motion on any of the items. Item A, from HR Green in the amount of $300 for the Dillon Military Bridge Project. Item B, from HR Green in the amount of $617.03 for the Third Street Sidewalk Extension Project. Item C, from HR Green in the amount of $1,912.50 for municipal engineering services.
Move to approve consent agenda.
Second.
Motion by Kay, second by Brooke. Council discussion on any of the items. Public comment on any of the items. Gina, please conduct the roll vote.
Weimer,
Yes.
Dan Smith,
Yes.
Bamber,
Yes.
Crump,
Yes.
Kate Smith. Yes. Tukin. Yes.
Motion to approve consent carried. 8.0, city administrators report.
I was kind of afraid we were going to get out of here within 30 minutes tonight, so I've got a long list of items. First of all, I just wanted to bring to the council attention, Kale was able to attend the aquatic facility operator training. Is that correct? Did I get that right? Okay. This is in addition to the normal pool facility training. He said it was very good and the testing was fairly intense. So took the entire time to get that taken care of. Shop with a Cop event is going on tonight. The APD, of course, is participating in that. So good to get out and shop with the kids around here. And we had a IAMU safety walkthrough last Tuesday that occurred at our Public Utilities and Streets Department. There were some issues that were brought to our attention. I'll get the council updated as soon as I get a report on those, but overall it was good to have the input. It was kind of a, I don't want to say pre-OSHA, but an inspection very similar to what OSHA would conduct. So we got a lot of good feedback from that. And that's all I have.
Council, any questions or comments for Jeremiah? Thanks for that report. 9.0, mayor and council reports. 9.1, mayor's report. Want to make a comment on the downtown. Shane, it was your crew, I believe, or maybe we crossed into the other departments that decorated, put up the lights. Also want to thank the downtown businesses that have decorated their facade. It's really impressive to drive down through the downtown in the evening hours once the sun sets and all the lights are on. Very festive looking for the upcoming holiday. I really believe it's those actions that foster a sense of community that begins to reinvent a culture. So as all of your councils aware, we are certainly on the right path there. 9.2, council reports.
I had an EMS meeting the other night. At some point, they're either going to be painting one of the towers, or they're also looking at alternative lighting, red light versus white light. Basically, what I gleaned from the meeting the other night is there's about a $500,000 difference depending on what we do. If we can get away with lights, we won't have to paint. But the fellow that's working on the lighting issue said there's about 160 pages of regulation that you have to go through to determine whether you can have red light versus white lights. And then you have to get the FAA involved and the county ordinance board. And so at some point, there may be a painting going on up there, but we're working on trying to save the money on hopefully being able to put in lighting that the FAA will allow us to have. But it has to do with the height of the tower and how close we are to, I think Monticello Airport is one of the sticking points, but a lot of government red tape.
Thanks, Todd. Any other reports? 10.0 public comment for items not on the agenda. 11.0 adjournment. This evening's meeting is adjourned. Thank you all for coming out this evening.